Good morning, everyone. Today we are here to our group here to present about the effect of organizational structure motivation in the workplace in the Samsung Corporation. This is our group member Vishwa Basnet, Sanam Sestra, Richa Koirala, Monika Agarwal, and me myself, Jivan Kumar Tamam. Samsung was found in 1930. It's a trading company. It is one of the successful company in the world today. It is looked over by Chairman Lee Kun-hee and 3 other managers. Such group of people having control over the decision making and operating in the company. That means the decision process making in the company is centralized. In past couple of years, it has been increasing confusion and problem within the company due to unwanted condition. Analyzing such problem and its solution was the main reason us to choose these topics. Samsung is a big company and it is a successful company. Such as big and successful company, organizational structure is very important. So we choose organizational structure as our research topics to investigate it. Also, huge company like Samsung, managing and motivating employees was another important factor. So we choose motivation, implement organizational structure as our research topics. We group members are frequently meeting and in other time we communication through social media and telephone. We use secondary resource because Samsung is international company. It wasn't possible to take primary research, so we had research through secondary data and research. We group member are collect lot of journal article and online database and put together in the framework and decide the topics what we will study and that the topics what will be critical important. We group member are meeting and discuss about the confusing topics. Each member we frequently meeting and discuss about the information we had found. Such research topics we throw investigation in the working company. As Samsung, we also investigated working environment and structure as Samsung. Then we divide the work in team members. Now I would like to call Vishwa Basnet for the continued presentation.
Thank you, Jivan. In this phase of the presentation, I'm going to be talking about internal beliefs, internal processes, and what are the different work conditions within the company. So in a recent interview, one of the leading managers of Samsung was found phrasing his company as a company is its people. This means that the management put high emphasis on what kind of people that they bring into the company, and as this is what will actually define them. In Samsung, there is high emphasis placed on retaining and recruiting the right people. And by the right people, here I mean people who are good at maintaining harmonious relationships and who are willing to open themselves to others. Samsung is a company that deals with engineering, designs, insurance, etc. So academic qualifications is very important for the employees. But what is equally important is their social influence and how much of a team worker that they are. As for the whole process of recruiting people, what Samsung does is initially the Samsung exposes the workers to the kind of conditions that they are supposed to work in, to the kind of work that they are supposed to do. Once this is done, Samsung takes the employees and then heavily focuses on training them. Each employee has a specific skill set each employee has a specific way of doing work. Based on this and based on his qualifications, employees are divided into departments. That is the departments that they are supposed to work for, and then they are trained based on the departments that they are supposed to work for. That is, trainees are trained in such a way that there is a linear flow of work processes, which is likely to cause less problems and a more efficient way of working. This right here demonstrates the functional specialization aspect of a bureaucratic organization. As for the organization, the company has set its values or its vision to inspire the world with its innovative technologies, products, and design that enrich people's lives and contribute to the social prosperity by creating a new future. So what this all leads to? If we summarize this sentence, we can see that Samsung is headed in a direction of creativity. And furthermore, since we are going to talk about organizational structures, we understand that it is highly important in matching organizational structure with the kind of organizational aim they have, because whatever a company hopes to achieve will be directly impacted by the kind of structure it has. In these slides, I would like to draw all of your focus to the 2 points that I've just talked about: creativity and the need for matching organizational structure with organizational aim. Why? This is because if these two topics have any conflicts or any contrasting features, it will be discussed further in the slides. Now, as to talk about what kind of motivation processes are there in the company, and if there are any contrasting features of this phase, I would like to call upon my friend Sanam Shrestha.
Talking about the motivation, Samsung has been promoting culture of sharing through employee volunteering and strategic CCI activities. What this means is that Samsung tries to get its employee involved in an activities more than just work. The company organized activities like marathon, Samsung Global Volunteer, and different campaigns. This takes the work pressure away from the customers and motivates them, while also create bonds among the employees who are involved. The company also provides award on a yearly basis for outstanding performance. The company also provides bonus and performance appraisal. Money is also one of the important factors. Critical aspects of this phase is that there have been significant internal problems that have affected the working environment within the company. Recently, one of the top managers of Samsung had been arrested for a bribery case. This case attracted a lot of customers. This case attracted a lot of companies' top head. They only focused towards it and caused delay in other operations, like focusing on responding properly to the drama created by Note 7. This here shows one of the key disadvantages of hierarchy structure, since decision flows through numbers of levels. Absence of one of the top decision makes can halt work. This can cause uncertainty in work and job condition for people. This can result in insecurity and demotivation. Furthermore, one of the key findings of this company is their motivation factor. As said before, the company has tried and organized many campaigns to motivate its employees. However, the level of employees that are involved in the campaign is discriminatory. Only the top or middle managers, or only the people who have certain authority, power within the organization, are called to such campaigns, whereas low level of employees are kept under working. This is expressed by the point. There are a lot of high level managers in Korea. Outside the country, there are low level managers and thus high rate, which creates overseas. Thank you. Now I would like to call Richa Kodala for us.
Samsung is an organization with more than 40 companies that ranges from electronics to different ship making companies, etc. Now, as we have already discussed, that Samsung has centralized decision-making power, and it has different levels of hierarchy. So, in short, we can say that it believes in bureaucratic approach. Now, talking about the bureaucratic approach, it also believes in precision and effectiveness or efficiency, speed, and so they focus on speed, efficiency, etc. Samsung has also departmentalized its various companies into according to different duties and responsibilities. so that everyone is assigned with a certain work to do and everyone has a certain role to play. Now, Samsung has also different, Samsung has different lines of managers, CNS lines of managers, that is chief finance manager or senior HR manager, etc. That has they are given different responsibilities and authorities to look over the company. Samsung also demonstrates, it shows different levels of hierarchy and also strict level and specific responsibilities given. Now that we have talked about the organizational structure, it is key to understand its benefits as well, bureaucratic benefits. Every employee in Samsung company knows what to do. They know what work is assigned to them, so they work every now and then to make their work more productive. In Samsung organization, employees are also efficient. Why? Because they are not given the authority of decision making. They are just given the authority to do their work that is assigned to them. So it's easy for them to do the assigned work rather than focusing on the decision making policy. So this creates a certain efficiency in work. And also the managers make sure to make their employees clear about what they expect from them and what outcome they need from them. So that we frequently view our manufacturing facilities regarding overtime work. We will re-evaluate the working hour. So in bureaucracy and in Samsung as well, what they do is they only focus on their aim. They need to complete their aim or their objectives in any manner, whether it is exploiting employees' life. They just don't care. So what happened is Samsung had received a lot of orders, which was more than they had expected. So they made their workers to do overwork. So this resulted in exploitation of workers in China, and it was just a small part of a big picture. What also happened is during the LED, when they made LED TV, many employees were exposed to a poisonous environment. So they later on, obviously, they compensated for the health and issues and etc. But this could have been managed properly, and it could have been done in a proper way. Because when a manager after that incident was interviewed, he said that the problem was already analyzed in early hours, but it was not solved due to a missing figure. That was the manager. I would like to grab your focus on the manager, because having a hierarchical structure, it is really confusing to the managers as well about who responds to whom. And as the manager was missing at that time, they could not react to such a critical situation like this. Now, what might be of bureaucracy? That is post-bureaucracy, which was introduced to make the organization more flexible and more focus on employees, and also to drag them towards the decision-making process. So these post-bureaucratical approach lacks in Samsung, as they are only focused on bureaucratic systems. So there were many problems faced by them. So what post-bureaucracy does is it grabs the focus of employees also towards the decision-making process, rather than only treating them as a individual to do work. Now I'd like to call Monica to tell you further about the implications of post-bureaucracy.
Thank you, Richa. Now I like to talk about adoption. We have talked about a formal and hierarchical structure possesses benefits and has its own criticisms. Earlier we had talked on a point called creativity and importance of organizational structure with its aim. However, the organizational structure Samsung company adopts emphasis on experience rather than creativity. This means the Samsung company has to change its mission or has to adopt a better structure. In any organization, the level of control over operations operation, employees, and the environment is necessary. However, providing employees and the people within the company with responsibility to express taking risks and responsibility will increase the motivation of employees. Samsung is considering simplifying position titles. This means Samsung is adopting post bureaucracy rather than bureaucracy. This means the person who have all powers will not take all the decisions correctly. While Samsung has been very highly successful in the past, in the past adapting to a free and lean structure was its necessity. Samsung adapting to a lean mode of or post bureaucratic management system means the control over the dilution. This could heavily influence and enable quickly problem solving, and quickly problem solving as there will be less time taken before a decision is made. This will also be higher employee management. An employee who believes that his work could be appreciated and taken his work seriously will contribute in the organization. This will increase output of the company and creating a sense of satisfaction with the employees, which will help in motivation. Now evaluation and conclusion. Samsung organizational structure has created a complex work environment. We have investigated. In summary, we have investigated the impact of organizational structure to motivation in Samsung Corporation. We did this by the help of contingency theory of management and analytical frameworks of bonds and structures, mechanisms, management models. This shows that Samsung company, a bureaucratic organization, was successful in the past, but the disadvantages was bureaucratic organization. Manager they were only focused on manager, but post bureaucratic management also focuses on employees. This was due to internal problems and which has affected employees' motivation. Missing links, the arrested manager has created in the flow of confusion of communication with creating complexion and complexity. However, Samsung company has to be praised that the company has made efforts to be a leaner approach to management. This could be an example for big mechanistic companies. Less hierarchy would increase higher involvement and increasing employees' responsibilities, which could mean motivated, which is a critical factors of an organization.